Hello there.
Howdy.
It's a bit full on healers right now.
Did you get my whispers earlier? Everyone's a good friend. Fisker friend. Yeah.
Okay, where are we?
Some of my guild is just gonna log in closer to the actual testing time. It's like a few DPS, maybe a healer.
We have enough healers, I'm afraid.
You can just bully the healer to DPS.
A mage and a warrior, at least.
Have they tested this boss yet or no?
No, so we have no idea what the boss is actually going to do.
I'm watching that Tally dude on the stream. He's looking through there and explaining stuff, but
Yeah, you can check out
Haven't
the
looked
mechanics
into
in the potential journal, or like the base stuff.
Yeah.
It's probably be changed, but like it's probably good to familiarize yourself with it.
the one thing he was saying, I heard him say, was there's ads that spawn. If they get to you, they explode.
Yeah, it's a dungeon journal.
He's saying that I guess when storms spawn, you face the boss towards them to, like, I guess, have the boss take him away from cudgel of something.
Smooth, you say Taloc's blood fuel magic will flood the room with flood storms.
I mean, we'll definitely see when we get in there, but I'm reading that stuff.
It's like, I'm just gonna see it like at first phase what it's gonna do. So it's gonna be like
Yeah, because it says it absorbs instances of bloodstorm within 15 yards when he does the cudgel on the tanks to clear. So you need to clear those bloodstorms away with that. Just looks like it does. Like he does abilities that will put ads on people. I think that the tanks need to then face the boss towards wherever we decide to pile the majority of those up, or wherever we want to clear space with. That's kind of it.
I'm curious what the Bloodstorm is actually doing.
Yeah, I almost wonder if it's like, I forget the name of the boss, but it was in the Emerald Nightmare, the first raid with the eye, and you got those ads on you, and then you had to run to the eye. I almost wonder if it's like a scenario like that, except, you know, you determine where the eye is going to be as far as where you need that shit to explode on, or when that ability goes off. But if the ad touches you at any point, then it's really shitty, so you kind of have to like kite him around for a while until that ability's about to go off. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Because really the thing is like some of the abilities are clearly some sort of avoidable things that's going on. But it's not really described in the journal what it's doing, so we're just gonna have to see it.
not waste my time, lesser creature.
Okay, we can get in, guys. Get in.
Taloc survived the Amort strike? We cannot let this monstrosity stand between us and Gahun.
This guy doesn't know what he's in for.
It's basically we have very little idea about what he's actually doing. One thing we can say for the overview is some people will take damage, and there's something to watch out for. I'll have to actually see what the ability does. There's some blood storms that apparently need to be removed. And that's pretty much it.
It looks as though it's some sort of targeted ability which creates the storms, and then the tank runs into it to clear it up when they get the tank ability.
Pretty much.
And then I guess at 60%, he starts to spawn a bunch of stuff you just have to stay away from.
Yeah, it'll be like a first boss in Siege of Orgrimmar, where like if he collects enough of them, then he regenerates and it's back to phase 1. But we'll have to see if it's actually like energy-based health or if it's like health.
I honestly don't remember the first boss of Siege of Orgrimmar.
Oh, it was so iconic, you know. You
Most
had the
of
big
them.
water elemental, you know. Some blobs you healed, some blobs you killed.
Okay.
It wasn't. It
Pretty much
was
here.
basically the worst boss ever when it comes to soloing.
Yeah, the drink.
Oh, Immersius.
Oh, for like
that's right.
transmogs? Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Yeah, it's very annoying. It takes so long.
Have you tried
Yeah, but pretty much
killing the
needs to
ants?
get started right now because we have all hit.
Yeah, but the problem is you can't kill all the ads in one go. So you gotta do them in stages.
I don't even see the mention of these ads in it, so you can just trash me to clear out, start attack. You ready? We can't really do DPM pull, so just go in 5, 4, yeah, that's fine. Okay, so that's the Bloodstorm.
Yeah, you don't want to be in that.
It's range, just stay at the door.
Yeah, pretty much.
You can see the cast bar on the other one to know when it's moving now.
Yeah, this isn't actually the boss fight. Just trash.
Trash mechanics are important. Move.
So this is just basically, we hate melee trash.
Pretty much, yeah. Rand's gonna have to do shit.
Oh, engage the boss. by the way.
Why would you run straight in at the boss?
Well, because we pull. Okay, so that's pretty much it. We need to see how big the pools are. Let's just pull right away. probably some of these fools probably going to spawn, and the tank is probably going to stand pointed towards us and see it. Let's try and just do the usual spreading out at first, then we'll see if we need to gather up for it. Or if it's many people or a few people. Just go. Buffs, of course. So it's in 2 players.
Yeah, so you probably want to group those up, right, in a central area so the tank can turn and take those away.
Oh, excuse me. Weak ass is going up there.
It is too far away.
Maybe there's
You
a
take
limit to how
damage
many
based
you
on
can
your
take.
distance
Yeah.
from the boss.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, so it's like you dump it all on one side, and then the tank runs over there.
Good. So pretty much we're just going to start out putting it to the...
And you're saying it's better to be as far away from the boss as you can when he pops those, right? That's what you're saying?
Yeah, so we just need to basically stack it up on the left side of the room, then everybody goes to the right side when we get the cuddle, and then reverse.
Kind of like those pools on the trash, just left and right.
Should we wipe it up?
Yeah, I think we should just wipe it up now because we're too spread.
Sure. That doesn't seem too bad at all.
No, it seems going to be...
Seems like you
So do
definitely
we
want to maximize whatever that, however that big of a tank ability he gives or whatever the cone is, because he didn't seem to clear out that much on that second hit.
I went to the wall on that second.
Do we want to
hit
maybe
there, so-
try stacking up the blood pool thingies and then moving as a group?
No, it's only 2 people. We have plenty of time, so we just need to basically stand a bit near the center, and then people with blood pools goes to the left, West goes to the right, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Sure.
So yeah, the tank has a circle on it which indicates how much it's going to clear.
You think people who have like almost like a shadow priest or whatever, if they have dispersion, could just kind of hover over some of the existing pools? Because it didn't seem to do that much damage.
Quite a bit, but yes, anybody who has a good, strong cooldown should basically try and stack them as much as possible.
Not waste my
Yeah, let's
time.
get health stones and the buffs.
And you're saying start the stack on the side we're at
Yep.
right now, right?
Let's start on...
Can you promote Fisk friend just so I can put down some markers?
Start putting it on green, and then the rest of the weight goes to purple.
I'm gonna eat this crit food they supplied me with.
Can't use some stone.
So we can't use it. Okay.
Yeah, it just says can't use that here. Oh, I can hear. That's nice. Makes sense. Sure. Can't inside the room, apparently.
Okay, good. We're all here. Stack near the center. Bob Bruce goes to left. Wade goes to right. Depth of rules. Faster. Now Wade goes to the right.
I need to get closer.
Stay on the right if you don't want to die. And back to the center. Get that again. Yeah. Okay, so this is good.
For the next one, I'd probably bring him to the back of the room. And everyone move forward so we can clear out that bunch over there.
You can actually move through it. You can. So we just need to put them in the same spot as much as we possibly can.
So does he always go to the same spot?
Yes, we can always put them in between as we can. No, of course, we only have that space to put them inside. Okay, something new happened.
Just watch for stuff on the ground. Don't let those hit you, you'll probably CC him.
My mana is low.
I think you can fall off.
Probably get away from those people because they'll probably explode or something.
It's good. Can we maybe tank them? Pop them.
Almost to the bottom.
It's not well placed. Thanks, Nag.
Pop Rapture. So those coalesced bloods seem to fuck us up pretty good. What?
Yeah, so I think
I'm
we
not
should
reading
just,
any. Mhm.
I think we should just deal with them like the Orbs of the Arcus, just have tanks go and soak them, do like half my health and damage, which should be nothing for a tank. So just need to soak them up, pretty much.
Well, like, was I tripping, or did they just keep spawning over and over and over,
Yeah,
or
just
was
keeps
it
just
just?
spawning all over the room, and we just pretty much
So how do you mitigate that?
just have a tank soak them. We just do like we do half the DPS damage to me, so it's not that much to tank. I think just to pop them.
Yeah, it looks like the further you move them, that leaves that stuff on the ground as well from them. So I guess just take them back over to green, since that seems to be the side that we're...
Yeah. Stack in the center, so you can quickly move to the green with the drops.
And if you're ranged, definitely stand more towards purple unless you get that thing, so you don't take a lot of damage.
Move to purple, move to purple, ranged.
I am out of range.
And back again, back to the center and quickly move to green. Okay, turtle, go to purple.
Get away from the red.
Do it, wait, barrier to barrier. Just keep trying to move over to green and put it there. Ah, yes, the joy of not really having a proper warning for it.
So it's just 8 yards, right, from basically where the boss is around him, and any red that he hits 8 yards around that, right?
Yep. So we just
It should be the same range as like the actual cudgel damage, yeah.
I'm just wondering how we can manage the red stuff better, and I don't know if there's a way, just because it's new or whatever. But
I mean, the main thing is just that we need to just run into the same place where it's just cleared and just put it there.
yeah,
And maybe not near near the entrance wall. If you don't put it there, then people can run out that way. And you can quite easily just run over 2 or 3 pools to get into that area again and place them.
yeah, I would
Just have
say.
the-
Go ahead.
So yeah, just have the raid kind of standing near the pools that have already been placed, so that way there's not actually much time required to run to the spots.
Yeah.
Because right now people are, and also if because it only absorbs a small section, any excess, if that section is already filled, any excess just bring to the back of the room, out of the way of everyone.
Yeah,
Because it's not going to clear
definitely
everything. There's no way it can clear everything. It's just not possible.
Yeah, and like after that first tank smash, that's gonna clear some room. So definitely start heading back towards that area. The only bad thing with staying by where the pools are at is since we don't have timers or whatever, you're just gonna have to know you're gonna have to book it at some point when he dashes across the screen as fast as you can, or else you're gonna get fucked.
Well, the thing is, it's all in a set progression of abilities that he does. So once the pulls go out, everyone go to the other side of the room because it only does one bunch of pulls before the next cudgel.
Don't forget to buff up people. Battle shout, arcane int, whatever.
So that's as far as it's 100 NG that he runs, yeah. But I think he only puts out one bunch of blood before he does a cudgel. So if the bloods go out, then we can move, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Or is it 2 bunches of blood?
2 bloods. 2 bloods goes out every time before he goes to it.
Yeah, so after the
That
second
sounds
blood,
right.
just everyone go to the other side and we'll be fine.
Okay,
Alright, let's go again.
sounds good. Definitely be more towards the
shows
green
it's
side
green.
though, so you
Yeah.
can dash over there. Yep.
Everyone that's currently over towards purple should be over with.
Yeah, we should be able to
the stuff.
go green.
Thought there was 2 sets, right? You said.
Yeah, but it should still be over here so that you can put the next set.
Yeah, green side, definitely this, and then after these go out. Oh no, it's coming out.
So it's clear up
Coming.
and then bloods.
I need
Never
to
gets
get
purple.
closer.
So there's
Bloods.
only 1 set that time.
Back towards the middle.
Back towards green, come on.
He'll pick up his hamager on these ones.
Look at the pros.
There's no reason to be spread. Just stay close to it.
Blood's coming now. It's around 40 energy-ish.
Sure.
There we go.
So if
And
you don't
move
have
to
it,
purple.
get to purple.
And then tank a bullet.
Everyone is in the middle, you should be over at purple by now.
Be over at purple as far as you can.
Cool.
Good
Everyone
shit.
back to the middle.
Go back to green
And
area.
if you're really cool, you can dash through that red, and you'll be fine with our bubbles.
Just walk through it. You take like half your health, but so.
Blood.
Look at that.
Boss collect.
That means you're halfway.
Then at
Will
about
he do another
50
one or no?
energy.
Yeah, he'll do
faces
another block.
60.
Maybe one more blood. Don't stay too close to purple.
Blood's coming now.
Yep. So if you don't have this, get to purple. your range anyway.
Save.
I'm using my barrier too when he
Tank
runs.
bullet.
Everyone the purple? Yeah. And back to middle.
Back to middle. Just gonna go into the smoke now. Okay.
Ace
Stack
two.
at purple. Stack at purple, then just intercept. Yeah. Kill, knockback, or tank them.
Doesn't seem as though tanks can intercept.
Those okay. Stay at purple, everyone. Stay at purple so we can have a clear path for knockback.
Can I get a combat rest?
Then we'll cover this.
Yeah.
You might want to move around a bit.
Yeah. Move clock, corner clockwise.
They don't really do that much damage if they hit.
We see what's going on here. So we have these blood spawning in the edge of the room. Yep. Two different kind of bloods. We have the core sealed blood, which just continuously leaves blood storms. So, yep. Who invited that? Okay, let's get inside. Anyone? Go. Again, put me in the green. It's gonna do cardinal soon. Get to purple.
I am out of range.
Back towards green, people. Come on, don't have.
Next blood's coming now.
Everyone else gets purple.
Yeah, everyone else gets purple.
Back in there.
Get back to green. Someone rest him. He can't rest himself. No, he can't. It's there for him.
Everyone to purple.
It's purple.
Boss will face after we kill up.
Face. Space. Okay. Now stack near purple. Stack near purple again. The ads. Watch out with the concealed blood. It's confused with them. Move counterclockwise around the room. Just running out of sky. Use knockbacks.
We got some fighting club. It's gonna drop on your head.
Move counterclockwise bit. Move counterclockwise bit. Boom. And stick is good.
Remember, you can stun them as well.
Keep a safe distance.
Move around a bit.
Move out, move up. Good. We're doing all knockout.
I'll circle the blood.
Back to phase one. Back to phase one. So
Back to phase one. Move him over towards the.
Can you taunt this out off me?
So the easiest is probably if you just take him where we take him now. Then we have to place.
It is too far away.
just going to try and see if we can place the bloods towards blue, and then we try and gather up on moon.
Did you put some markers downstairs?
Yeah, put some markers down the website.
Cool, cool. Do you want to try to see if Hunter with Turtle can just soak all of the ads?
So this, yeah, pretty much anyone can soak the ads if they have a cooldown. In the intermission phase, some of the ads just continuously placing the puddles under them as well, which needs to be tanked, killed, and yes, hunters can also try and soak as much as possible.
I noticed in the intermission I couldn't consistently soak the blobs, but in the last phase I could. And we don't need 2 tanks on the boss, so I could just do that for the whole phase.
I was going to say also, couldn't you pick up an additional tank just in case one of the tank dies trying to do something? Or do you think that's just overkill?
Well,
there's no tank swap in this encounter.
Yeah, but just to have because the bloods are the thing, in my opinion, that are going to be the shitty thing, just to heal through and all that kind of stuff. And if we had an additional tank, just so we could focus all the healing on, you know.
I mean, it's more the little like Sharling dudes in the elevator phase. Those are what's doing the most tank damage.
Okay.
The boss doesn't actually hurt. It's the ads that do.
Yeah, I was talking more about ad control than actual boss mechanics at all.
Well, we could also Bloodlust when the elevator is over, clear up all of those ads, get back on the boss.
Yeah, currently Bloodlust near that phase area. In the end of intermission, we'll just heroism so we have enough time to clear up. Oh yeah, and remember buffs.
I'm gonna forget that for so long when it releases.
You would have been playing this for like 3 or 4 months by then, so hopefully you get used to it. Are there any raid buffs for hunters, or is it just what pets do?
Just pet.
Yeah, cool.
I need battle shout.
Yeah, okay. Let's just go.
You can just log out and log back in. That's a work for me.
Okay, let's just go. Put in.
Get over to purple if you don't have the circles. He does it once the first time.
Over the purple. Or where purple was.
Move away.
Move to purple. Back to green. Back towards close green.
Sponsored, when it gets high, can you taunt the boss? I just like take it during this phase, it does like no damage to me.
First class, second class.
second bloods now. Alright, can you take the boss?
Gets a purple if you don't have the buffs.
Move away.
Back towards green.
Back towards.
Yeah, you definitely can't stand in it, but you can like run through it or whatever for a couple seconds.
Blood's coming now. Move away. Bloods.
That's we're gonna face soon.
Pretty sure the mage just ice blocked that shit off.
You did, yeah. That's cool. But like, it's interesting to see what mechanics you can actually immune. Because they made a lot of immune-proof shit on the other bosses, so...
Yeah, this is my actually first time like even trying raid testing at all.
Fair enough. I did some yesterday, but other than that, same.
Raid testing is so much better when people are actually in voice chat.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, this is gonna help a ton for sure, especially in battlegrounds.
Like yesterday's first raid, I just was getting so frustrated because people were just, it was like they're just throwing themselves at a wall and no one's talking and just go, and something makes no sense.
Is that
Actually,
intended? Did y'all see that shit in the air?
Yeah, it just mid-air stuck. It's
Yeah,
just
seems
This
that's
is
not
more
good.
abilities instead of cubes. Yeah. Just remember to keep your distance from them, because they're suddenly spawning bloods under you, and then you. Yeah, I think this is.
Can you stun them? And just bloodlust and kill off the coalesce bloods? Oh, not knock them away.
We already used them pull, I'm afraid.
Stun them.
We're about to hit the bottom, so watch out.
We've
Can I
been
get
knocked
a
away.
combat runs after you knockback?
Yeah, I'll get you on.
We're placing the bloods on blue, and we're stacking up on. Oh, where was it? Oh.
Oh, okay.
And that was.
Sure. And that's how we kill the boss, guys.
And that's testing
Easy.
over, boys.
Was there bugs? Yes.
Yeah, maybe first boss raid testing is over? Or just
Yeah,
reset?
that's it. Well, that went pretty
Nice.
great.
No,
Yeah,
it's
we're
Oh,
getting
it was just resets, okay. Fair enough. We stay in here? I guess we have to teleport out and back in.
I would stay in here, That worked last time, and those who teleported out got stuck in the disconnected Orgrimmar, so
Yeah.
I would stay in here.
No, we can still
So next
do your
up
pulls.
is Soul, which seems a little more complicated.
I would think you would want to have like the beam dudes maybe a little bit further up to the right, and then having the tank have the coalesce bloods just kind of in that one area down there and gradually go up. Unless you do just want to continually knock like everything back
Oh,
at all
he's not
times.
really. Oh, he didn't really completely lock us out. Like, Okay, so we can still go this. Okay, fine. Don't have a mage. It'll be fine.
If you get locked out, try pressing under on that social panel. There's a T, chat channels, and if you click that green button in the middle, I think you can like activate and deactivate chat. Maybe if you do that a couple times, it'll be the same as leaving group and getting back on.
Okay, we're ready. Just go pull. We're on a timer here.
So did y'all want Let's Not Pull or in that like intermission phase?
No, in the end of intermission phase, we want to have bloodlust so we can clear everything out.
Wasn't me.
Yes, but remember to stack them free. We're gonna get caught on next, so we need to already move.
Gets a
towards...
purple, it's just one the first time.
Move forward.
I need to get closer.
I'm back towards green.
Yep, be by green. There's 2 waves of it this time.
People dropping you in the middle, you're doing it wrong.
Does that rush even do anything?
No, just picks up some.
Go ready.
Yep, second wave, and if you don't get it, head to
Blood
purple.
smell.
Yep.
The cleave is coming now. Get to purple.
I'm gonna use my luminous barrier for the hit.
Back towards green.
Cleanup seems to be an area around the hammer, so I don't think we want to be like on the edge when we run out. Sponsored?
Yeah, it's probably right. We should probably move it closer to this middle.
You should have like a faint red
Thanks,
circle around you as well when you run out.
One more wave, and then head to purple.
Get ready for blood. They're coming now.
Move blood to the back of the room,
Cleave.
not purple.
That is not the right way to go.
Sponsor take the boss. So have a look at that red circle.
Grab that,
runs around your
grab that
character.
thing near purple. Everyone get to the back of the room.
Don't be by purple. Well,
So, because you went on. Like,
yeah,
half the
I
circle was
guess it
outside.
doesn't matter. The explosion on the other side.
Move up. Probably worth to stay there so we've got a bit of room to kite in the intermission, rather than clearing up a random spot. Get out in the middle, it's gonna get covered in shit.
We don't have any more space.
Can someone grab Zion?
Yeah, we only just need to set key and hold our ground.
Focus the volatile droplets over the quadra blood colors. They're the ones that.
About another 20 seconds. Sponsored, can you res me?
Stack on the boss.
One of us. Oh.
I need to just be continually topped because I'm going to take large hits.
Get that drought.
It is too far away. I am out of range.
Actually have a lot of space.
I need
Just stay here and let the tank grab the.
I can't get the ones that spawn there right there. I don't have that much movement.
I wonder if that's just you're going to explode, just be away from other people kind of thing with the little ads.
They don't tend to kill you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They don't do very much
just
damage.
do burst the damage.
Yeah, but I wonder if it's
they're
just
meant to leave
maybe just move out of the raid.
but they're not doing it.
Yeah, just get out of the raid if you're not able to kill it or
I
whatever.
am out of range.
How do we walk away?
Like, unless you're super low, then don't take it, but you could probably take the hit and survive if you're high health.
Don't need to panic and run around with it, just take it unless you're super low.
Yeah, I almost want to say fucking Disc Priest, let's just fucking run over there and take all of these things, because...
Like, we can just wait for them to get closer and then I can soak them all.
It is too
Yeah, but
far
the DPS can just stay on the boss and not worry about these.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, don't pay too much
okay.
attention to your fixing. Then I'll just soak them when they're closer,
Watch out for
rather
cuddle.
than running all over.
Actually, as long as you just go like walking around the room now, it's fine. Just clean up the path in front of us.
Yeah, maybe tank over by the blood that's over there. And then that way you don't have far to go to, and everyone just stay on the opposite side of the block. You still have to clear the blood.
Have we got another combat rest to get a DPS off?
Do we have anybody that can raise?
Not with these.
That did something bad.
Because we're cudgeling like right in the middle of the group rather than going back and putting it in the blood like we were in phase 1. Don't know why we're not doing that.
I mean, this now is doing as long as we like just tanking him and then we're like standing behind him and then he's just like clearing the path as we go around the room, it works fine. Plenty of space and plenty of time, so we just need to not worry as much about it. Just place the bloods behind you and then boss moves out in front. Melee moves out in front. Blood gets steered out in front.
So like do it in the same way you kind of do Argus, you know?
Yep.
Where you just have all the shit behind you.
Yeah, so we just have all the shit behind us and then we just move around, and if we eventually start running completely out of space, he'll start clearing it in front of us. I think we have so much DPS and time that we can just... It's pretty close, just do.
So you're saying there at the end it is going to be a kind of free-for-all, just stay away from purple circles whenever you see him doing that ability?
Yeah, just stay away from him whenever he's doing that ability, and then just place bloods far behind near the edge of the wall, and we'll have more than enough space and time to kill him before we run out of it.
Well, the idea would be everyone's like near the boss, and you just dump it behind where the group is.
We'll just be a
Tank
little
doesn't
far
worry
away so we
about
don't die
cleaning up
from the
until-
toggle.
Tank doesn't worry about cleaning up till like bosses on like 5% or so.
Yeah.
And don't worry about the fixates, I'll clear them all up. But
I mean,
And then be towards purple area because it's just one first.
cleave. Melee go away. Don't risk it.
I need to get closer.
back towards...
Oops.
Back over to green.
Yeah, green is going to be another wave. Now if you don't have it, you move towards purple.
Move away. This is some messed up timing. Blood.
Oh, I was just about to fucking grip you.
Yeah, that's my bad. No worries.
Second blood.
So yeah.
It's messed up timing again.
Get
Move
away
away.
from the red if you don't have the buff.
think it's the classic boss desync. That's get out the middle.
Nice burn.
No, move away. You'll get killed if you're still in there.
So we're gonna start by purple, right? As far as
Yeah, start as purple. Start at purple.
see, this is what I'm saying. The blood should be at purple, and then the beam should be like over to the right if we have room or whatever, just so we don't get confused on what to knock back and what to.
Nope.
Tar traps in the way.
Move around. Maybe if you've got volatile, just move out and let it hit you.
I would say move it counterclockwise if you have volatile.
Just get out of the group. If you've got a line pointed at you, get hit by.
Stay out of it.
It would be nice to have a third tank now that we know those volatiles don't do that much, just to continuously pop those so we have DPS always on the side.
We need to get down those blood. Might be an idea to stack them with the tank, Piccolo, with the boss.
Too far away. I need to get closer.
You almost done with those ads?
Oh my. There's like 3 of us here.
Yeah.
I am out of range.
7% a lot.
Okay, I'll stack near the bloods and then have the tank near the bloods, so they'll be like moving clockwise around.
Play the boss spots. So, no, like the back of the boss should be towards the blood.
Yeah, so we don't have.
So you're always walking in a clear path, and the path
I
behind
need
the
to
boss
get
is shit.
closer.
Yeah, maybe you can also put it in front, then he'll clear it with a cudgel.
And then you just run away into an open space. It doesn't matter if you clear anything up or not.
Yeah.
So drag the boss back to near the blood. So that way, like if melee get it, they just dump it behind them. The idea would be like the whole raid is stacked behind the boss, and it becomes like a whole Argus phase 3 kind of thing.
Yeah. Yep. Like that. This is also works right now. We just need to have.
We're having no blood spawning this time though.
No. Oh well, then we just need to pretty much just burn now. It's gonna reset at any time.
Yeah, so get a bit more space for the melee to move behind. Yeah, that's good.
Pull down to where you can stay in red,
Don't get knocked into the blood. Look at what way the boss is facing and avoid it.
Cardinal, watch out.
Move away. Huh.
Bring the boss back. Dump the blood behind, give him some space. Give him a bit more space. So it'll be bloods and knockback next. So bloods, boss will do knockback, look at what he's facing. Avoid it. Give sponsors some time to run away. Have we got barrier? Oh, we got link, that's fine. So, a bit more space for him. I'll take the next cudgel. I've got CDs back. Give him space. Knockback is coming, look at the boss. Fuck the whole raid there, mate. Another set of bloods. Knockback.
It is too far away.
Yeah, that seems to be a good way of doing that phase.
Yeah, I mean, if we had everybody survive, we would have definitely had that.
It's just a matter of running out of room, that's all, to drop the blood. So just need to do a bit more, bit smarter, and it would be fine. But I think we're about to push over into the next boss.
You can still use the ability to clear stuff in this point, right?
Yeah, well, that's why I was saying we should at least try to clear sometimes, because we were running out of room to put it.
Yeah.
Just clear in front of him.
You really need like a more organized strategy for dropping bloods as well. Like,
oh yeah.
I think just dropping them towards a marker is not specific enough. Because
no, but it should just
really
be
small.
like if everyone is on the boss, then you've just got the space behind the boss. You know, it's quite clear where is behind the boss because it's where you are.
We're going to Zul now.
Oh, yeah, so
Oh, we're going through the world.
Yep, falling through the world.
Yikes.
Oh my god. That was a pretty
This
cool
isn't the
boss.
raid
Though. I like
testing
that.
I signed up for.
Oh no.
we're going pretty good actually. We almost.
Oh,
got
you
it.
died? Did you die from falling?
We
Yeah.
honestly
No.
should have gotten that.
Just falling forever.
No, you die after.
30 minutes.
Build
There are
bugs
no
here.
bugs in beta.
Nope.
Let's try that again.
Is there any way we can walk there without the teleport?
Nope.
Like, this is the last boss, right?
Sure.
Second to last, I think. But yeah.
I'm going on this wild ride again.
Yep. Didn't quite work.
Best goods in the
It's like a less
Empire
cool version
right
of
here.
the fuck was that Karazhan
Oh,
dungeon
third
or
to
whatever where you fall?
Upper
Yeah.
Karasan.
Upper car.
I actually occasionally had it when I released. I was playing with a shitty laptop. For some reason I fell through the world a couple of times in Thomas the Garrus when they were released before Avatar.
So should we exit the instance and then try the dude on the outside?
No, because it
Those
won't
are the one
teleport you
in
to the
here.
boss, right? It'll just teleport you back here.
I have no
Yeah,
idea.
just teleport you to the raid, and then you've got to use this guy. So
Yeah, so I guess no one can test Zul if this is what happens.
So which
Try to
one is the
reset
second?
instance, maybe? Is the only thing I could see working.
the devs are watching while we do this stuff, so they'll see that people can't do it, and they'll fix it in the next few minutes. So just wait.
True.
Yeah, that's.
We can look at the
Oh, I can
abilities. Oh,
actually-
the dungeon journal is. I don't have anything on there.
That's right.
What?
Yeah, it does.
You can repair
read-
on the
yeah,
dude
I'm
on the left if you.
Gonna reload UI.
Yeah, except now I need to be summoned up because now I'm stuck down here in the other room apparently.
If you're in the other room, that's a good place to be.
I see a couple in there when I fell through.
Yeah, anyone with slow fall.
Yeah, Tally's group's also fallen through the world, so it's a common thing.
I can give well, fuck. I guess not now.
Everyone's slow fall. And
Well,
then,
I
they
give
put
everybody
forever.
levitate, and then you can click the dude. Because I think
I'm not sure that
levitate
would help.
was. I saw a priest in there. I thought.
Yeah, I'm inside, but there's nothing in this room. It's the wrong room. It's empty and there's no way
Oh.
out, and now I'm trapped.
Oh,
Nice.
okay.
But
Just
never mind.
Earth, I guess. Because you can't summon in here, I think.
If you just exit the instance though, it should just be the same thing as her thing, right? As
I'm
far
gonna
as
try to go in
portal.
and then disengage. We'll see what happens.
Nice. Do it for science.
Yep. Oh, I'm in the right room. I think it worked. Come on.
Really? That's
I didn't
pretty
actually. No, I didn't disengage. I think they just fixed it.
God.
cool. Oh. Oh yeah, I did. Nice.
Someone just do us out of here.
Yeah, we can enter.
If you go out
That was
that
all me.
portal,
All
you
me.
are at the raid entrance. Trip me out for a second. It is working.
So is this trash tied to the boss?
It has Zul right there. I don't think.
Well, according
Figure it
to
out.
the dungeon journal, he does nothing. So let's just go.
No, he does.
Okay.
What?
Yeah, see,
Good
that's
ability.
what I
It's
was
showing
saying.
just
And then,
fine for me.
but
No,
on the
I've got
front
nothing
page,
in
it
mind.
isn't showing anything, right? But on his
Weird.
abilities page, it is.
No,
oh
even
yeah,
the ability-
no, yeah, the actual boss thing is empty. Yeah, for sure. But you just
Yeah,
go to the
yeah.
abilities page.
Good. Yep.
Let's see. Are these ads part of the fight? Yeah, I think the ads are for sure part of the fight because we're invident in general.
They're the forces of blood. So the Crusher is what we need to tank swap on.
Looks like him. Cone in front of the caster, probably.
Keep the Crusher 30 yards away from everything else.
Okay, so he's going to put a thing out called Dark Revelation. Whoever gets that needs to be away from the group, so we can probably stack. And then a minion is created from that person.
We also have that the Blood Hexer will throw out ads, and if they get to Zool, they will transfer all their health to him. So definitely need to get those motherfuckers dead. Probably the Blood Hexer, I would think, because of that mechanic, would be what we would want to kill first, right?
Well, I'm not sure if the minion of Zool needs to actually be killed. Based on this,
True.
it sounds like that it runs. Well, it says that it fixates at a player, and when it reaches the player, it causes a wave of terror, making the players within 5 yards run for fear for 12 seconds. So it just means that whoever gets that needs to move out of the raid and get hit by it far away, assuming it doesn't do that much damage. We'll see what happens.
I mean, it's dispellable.
We were talking about two different things. I was talking about the Blood Hexer. If you look under there, under the blood thing or whatever. That's what I was saying. I think because of that mechanic, he throws out an ad, and if that ad reaches the boss, it'll heal him for whatever percentage of health he has, or that's left on the ad.
Let's just pull.
Let's pull. I want to see what it actually means. Probably gonna be some.
Let's just pull and see what happens, and then work at it straight after that.
3, 2. Looks like you need to circuit.
I am out of range.
Okay, so minions and Zools, everyone just spread out. Let them hit you. Okay, so if it hits you, you get feared. Which is not cool.
Well, that's a long fear too.
Yeah,
so maybe you need to kill your own. Well, maybe you just could kill your own. I'm not sure how much that's treat.
I think it seemed to be moving pretty quick though.
I mean, they have
health.
an absorb. I don't know.
You probably some mechanic to be able to kill them, or.
I know, but I'm forever feared.
So what? This just seems.
Then he spawns new ways of that. Okay.
What was that thing called? The one that feared us?
Minion of Zool.
Minion of Zool. So it was the thing that I was talking about before. But it basically fears anyone who's within 5 yards when it hits a player. But it also fears the player, which is not great.
It's just more stuff to avoid. Looks like just a lot of stuff to avoid. Then stand in circle to soak it, and then yeah, that's what we need to do right now because we're gonna see what else is gonna happen.
What are you saying now? To stand in the circle to soak it?
Yeah, there was the circle thing.
The thing. Oh, okay. I thought you were saying that the minion somehow interacted with that circle that we were soaking. Never mind. Like there's no there has to be something that we have to do when those things come out.
Okay, so yeah, I don't know if they can be killed.
There's so many of them. Like
they can.
Yeah, but the
They have,
reason
like,
that
an
so many, there should only be one. So basically, I think there should only be one. So what it says is that Dark Revelation goes out, which is this, and that gets targeted. I think
two of us had it at one time.
It gets targeted on a player. Yeah, maybe 2 people get it. So that gets targeted on a player, and then when it goes off, it spawns a minion Azul.
It looked like 5 came from each one.
Which is this guy, yeah. So I don't know if people are getting hit by it, then it spawns extras. I don't know.
That would make sense.
Maybe, I don't know. But it seems we got way more than... But I think the Dark Revelation goes out every 10 seconds or so. I don't know, based on what it said. Alright, let's get another shot.
So we need to basically see if we get a debuff, and then if that debuff spawns it. So that's pretty much it.
Yeah, so if you get the debuff called Dark Revelation, just move out of the raid and see what that does.
Yeah, can we focus the Crusher first?
Yep.
You only need to move him away when he gets to full energy, so keep him in until like 60 energy and then drag him out. 3, 2, 1.
Nice.
Good fight, good fight.
We win!
Got it.
Worst one, DerBasti spawned, so...
Probably because Blizz is going to retune him quick.
Oh, so there's an invisible wall here.
I don't know where we go. I just turned it on, I don't know what that does.
And he's back.
Tonton.
That animated icon needs to die.
So they only spawn near those players and just put out those ads, so we just need to like not use them. So pretty easy to avoid actually.
Oh, okay. So if you purge the minions, they have a buff on them that instantly kills them. So if you purge them, that's it.
Good.
And I can spam the fuck out of purge.
Can you like stack the debuff and like master spell, or?
Oh, that's even better. Probably if they were, yeah, because they come out in a central location.
Like
right?
you would have to drop a personal though, because it drops you kind of low.
I mean, but they're not coming from like various locations. They're all spawning from a central, like, seemingly an area that Mass Dispel could get all at once as soon as they pop up, right?
No, it won't, because it's only 5 debuffs, so it will only take out 5 of them. And
Still,
it's a 45-second cooldown, so no. Well, I've cast it, but it's not gonna be up every time, and it's not gonna be the magic bullet.
As priest, though, we do have a magic bullet, but because we can just fucking spam those over and over on everything, just tab and fucking press the button.
There's a lot of damage going on, but let's try again. There just seems to be a lot of damage going out from some sources right now.
Yeah, the one that's hurting the most, I think, is Shadow Barrage. That kind of hurts a lot. It's 26,000 straight off the bat. It's like a 30 health.
I mean, that just says us to a random player.
Yeah,
if
it's
it's
just
not
one person.
interruptible, then it's just something we just have to heal through, basically.
Bubbles for the win.
Yeah. Okay. Give another shot.
3, 2, 1.
Right. Okay.
That was not enough time to get that.
I need to target something
Okay,
first.
so that works.
Huh?
My spell must spawn.
Berlurny.
Quickly. No, it doesn't.
The Dark Revelation ticks pretty hard, so you're gonna have to spam heal those.
Bloody
people.
cleave. No. Yeah, just
So
need to-
Dark Revelation is the big fire thing that
Oh,
goes
yeah.
around people. So if you get that fire thing, move to the back of the group, back of the room, and then healers just focus that person and smash them down with because they're taking a lot of damage.
I would even say, do you want to put out a couple of markers for that, so that since we have 2 priests, we can just easily go to that area. Like
Well, it's
every
got
time
an
that thing is done.
it's got an AOE around you, so I think that you can't stack 2 people, but you
That's
probably
true.
have like one where I am now, and then like one on either side of this console would probably be good. If there's only 2 going out, but I don't know how many go out at the same time.
Because we can definitely get at least 5 off the bat. I just have to get used to the cadence of that. Like as
We
far
just have
as
to be used to react to it basically, because we just need to react to it. I mean, just if you get the debuff, you circle around, you run out. There's plenty of time. You can actually see there's a little purple orbs flowing out from you that will eventually turn into the ads. So you actually have time to move away from them, and then it's just about getting those purges out of them as they spawn before they get to the rest of the people.
Well, if the ads spawn on people, right? And then you got to move. So
I'm pretty
if we
sure they
have,
spawn
like,
from those big flaming circles.
I thought they were. So what I was thinking is, if you've got people, if it's coming from the circles, and we have the people stack on either side of this console, and we have the raid stack where that blood hexer is, then when those things come out, they will all converge into one spot in front, like by where the edge of that circle is, and you can purge them all at the same time.
Right.
If you know what I mean?
That's-
Like if everyone's stacked there, then they'll all converge into one point because they'll be coming from those 2 circles.
And that's
I
what I
think
was
the
saying.
ads
The
are running
thing
around
with
at
the
random,
markers.
so I don't think that'll work. And additionally, we also have the circle thing on the ground doing damage, so
Like, I understand what you're saying, that we are eventually I mean, it is a person-by-person basis, like, you're kind of responsible for yourself, but if we can get rid of 10 of those, say, very, very easily, I don't see a reason to not do that. To just get rid of at least those, and then, yeah, worry about the loose ones. But
Have we
that's what I was
established?
saying.
You can DPS them yourself, right?
You can do what yourself?
You can DPS the ads yourself, the minions.
Yeah,
Or-
but I think what I'm talking about is if you dispel them, or if you use mass dispel where they pop up at initially, that instantly kills them if you purge that buff off of them. So you don't have to worry about DPSing them at all. You just have to worry about purging the buff off right quick.
Okay, well, you want to put some markers up on either side of this console, and then we'll at least consistently drop them in the same place. That'd be a big help.
Right.
And then we'll worry about purging them after that. See what we can do to that.
And if that doesn't work, then yeah, we can come up with another plan. But I can definitely be
Yes.
responsible for one of those markers as a priest.
So yeah, if you get the big flame thing on you, just put it on either side of the circle marker. If someone's already standing on one side, go to the other side. Hopefully there's only two.
I'll try to get the one on the east all the time of orange to the right where I'm jumping.
And as far back as you can, so that way they've got more time to travel before they hit people.
Yeah, we're ready, just pull. Try again. To focus the bloodthirsty cork as well.
3, 2, 1.
I need to get closer.
There are those buffs, take them to orange. Getting the one on the east. Look at that. Probably get the smaller ads that are running around, the crogs. Unless we're supposed to do something with those.
Heal for our damage with you.
You have
Some
I
sort
am out of range.
on the hex.
It is too far.
So what are we supposed to do with those crogs? Because they have a shit ton of health, it looks like.
You just got to be brought into the middle and tanked, just like, because they're the same as the ones at the beginning. So I think
okay.
brought into melee and cleave down with the tank. I can't see any reason, unless someone can see another reason why, I can't see any reason why we can't stack it in front of, in the middle.
Other than, yeah, like a couple of people running out to soak the couple things they pop up. I don't see a reason not to either.
Back in the middle, and then if you get the thing, you run out to these corners, so that way all of the ads will come towards the middle again, and they can be purged. And then the only other thing is that the tank will have to grab the crusher when it comes out, and the tank can soak the circles with the crusher, right? And then that's about it.
Yep.
I don't think we just stack raid in the middle.
You tank however.
Yeah, but the crusher deals absurd amount of damage.
Yeah, so like basically, the tank that has Zul, he's got to grab everything else. Someone, or all the melee, I guess, or anyone who's got interrupts should be interrupting the blood hexer every time it casts blood mirror, I think it's called. I'll bring out the general channel.
Okay, also another thing is the bloodthirsty quarks also exploding if you don't kill them, so you have to just basically burn them down very fast.
Yeah, so that's why you've got to grab them. Like the tank that's tanking Zul has to grab them and put them in the middle, and then we just cleave them down and AoE them down. Because otherwise they'll just run around. Blood shard is the thing that needs to be interrupted from the blood hexer. Because it targets the lowest health player, so it'll just one-shot whoever is low health. You need to replace anyone, or are we ready to go?
The tank had to go, so we need another tank, basically. So if someone can go tank, that would be nice. Otherwise, I'm actually just waiting until somebody signs up. Someone goes Walkmer and beg for tanks.
Like, this is only phase 1. It gets much more complicated, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, this looks like a really lot of stuff fight.
This phase doesn't seem that bad.
It's
Yeah,
not.
like
I
a
mean,
lot more.
I think it's just a matter of you have to spend so much time DPSing the ads that you don't get much time on the boss.
Right.
So you have to like stack them up so you cleave, because otherwise he's just gonna. Because like after all that, we were alive for maybe 2 minutes then, and he was at 95%. So yeah, we didn't actually get any time on him.
And so I guess you would have to. I don't know if you had said this earlier, but I guess you have to tank, or I guess take the blood hexers to another location, right? Because if they're gonna drop their shit at their feet, from what it sounds like, that E-core or whatever, and if it hits the boss, it heals them.
Oh yeah. So I maybe tanked with the crusher.
I wasn't honestly even seeing those E-cores up.
I saw them, but they were being killed so fast because they don't have much health.
Okay, well that's good.
Or maybe that's why he was at 95%. Maybe he was getting healed. I don't know.
It could be it too. It says they do lose 1% health every half a second, but I have a feeling they were probably hitting him.
So we just want Zul in one location and all the other ads in another, basically.
I guess.
Well, yeah, but I think that maybe the Zul tank can grab the Krogs, because that way we can AoE them down, and then yeah.
That's actually true. You can use Blood Elf Racial on those ads.
That's true.
Didn't they nerf that? The Arcane Torrent, right?
It's different.
It dispels them. Now it's a purge.
Yeah, it's
it purges. That's right.
So the new Arcane Torrent would actually be quite helpful.
I have undead. Damn. All right. Well, my main's Blood Elf for the Arcane Torrent, so that's good that it'll at least still get use.
Well, a lot of the fights and a lot of like in dungeons and in raids have a lot of dispellable stuff now. So even though everyone was like, "Oh man, we're losing interrupts," it's actually more powerful than it was before.
It's definitely, I think, more powerful. It's disingenuous, but it's not terrible.
I think, yeah, honestly,
well,
I would say on par, right? Because it's still interrupting a thing.
Because it's on the GCD and has a way longer cooldown.
Okay, we have Waffle of Kagak and tanks. We actually have a tank now.
And the spells are more niche than silences.
Okay, we have a tank.
Yeah. Yep.
See you. Let's try
Raph,
again.
if you take Zul, I'll take the Crusher and the Blood person.
So the tank that gets Zul, when the Krogs come out, the second bunch of Krogs, try to taunt them all and get them, like mass taunt them, get them to you. And then the tank that's got the Crusher should also probably tank the Blood Hexer as well. And that means that you can interrupt the ability she does.
It says he's disconnected on the voice chat actually. He's on it, but it's like he's grayed out, so I don't know if it means he's just disconnected right now. Huh?
I think grayed out means he's not actually connected.
Right, so Raph is going to heal the tank the Crusher and Blood Hexer, and I'm going to take Zol and the other shit. I've been talking to him in whisper, so.
Okay, good.
Or her, you know.
But then he needs to soak puddles and tank those two, and he needs to interrupt the blood hexer. My Dungeon Journal just bugged out, so I can't actually see the Hexer and the abilities anymore.
Were you asking about the Hexer?
Hexer has an ability, I can't remember what it's called now, but it basically targets the lowest health player and does 21k damage to them, so it needs
Shadow Barrage? What are you talking about?
No, the Hexer particularly. I can't remember. My journal is dead.
Mine did too.
Yeah. I think it's called like Blood Bolt or something like that. It comes up, if you've got DBM, DBM comes up with a
Blood
warning.
Shard?
Blood Shard, that's the one, yeah. It needs to be interrupted because it'll one-shot anyone who's low health. I'm guessing that the tank that's got the Crusher can probably tank both the Crusher and Blood Hexer, and focus the Blood Hexer and interrupt it every time it goes out. And maybe have melee on Zul and have range kill the Crusher and the Blood Hexer until.
Yeah, I think we should just go and try and see what happens. Basically, I think at least we need everyone to switch to the cracks when they spawn. Yeah, we're wasting time. Can we just pull?
So everyone stack in the middle. Range kill the Crusher and the Blood Hexer. Melee Krog and Zul. And then once those are down, everyone focus Zul and any new Krogs. Drop you big circles at the back of the room. Tank needs to move those guys.
Nuke the Crusher ranged. Crushers to the west.
We need one person to send that circle.
Take the circles to orange. Get ready to dispel these.
That proximity. Does it look like melee were fine?
I think something was going out that was nuking the shit out of us.
Yeah, that was one of the ads, I think. Thanks,
But also the Hector was the Blood Shard, but it goes off like constantly, so I think it's something you can't really interrupt.
Yeah.
Look at her, she's just like Blood Shard, Blood Shard, Blood Shard, so I think it's not possible to interrupt it every time.
Interrupt rotation?
No, it's gonna be like in Highmore and those places where you just can interrupt near the end and you can maybe stop some of it, but you can't really stop it either anymore. It's just really...
Is there anything else to interrupt at all during that phase, or does that seem to be it?
Not really, that's about it. But the thing is, just then we had her, like the tank over there needs, with the Crusher needs to grab her because she was just in the middle and healing the boss.
Something promo. Yeah, that needs to be aware.
And yeah, just remember you got to put those things at the back of the room, like over here, and then the other one over the other side. Because otherwise we're going to get feared.
So ideally, do you want the Hexer or the Crusher to die first? Or does it actually matter? You just want those two?
I think that the Hexer should probably die first because she does a lot of damage to everyone. And also she spawns ads that can potentially heal Zul. But I don't know how much damage the Crusher's doing to the tank, so I don't know if he needs to be killed. Pass.
This was the one...
I was just thinking it'd be good to have range to be able to focus a target, you know, as opposed to potentially...
Yeah. So let's just go again, get that tank to move both of them over outside the raid, and then we'll range kill the Hexer first, then the Crusher, then get back to the boss.
Yeah, that's good, that's you.
Hey, remember, everyone stack in the middle, move the things to the back of the room. Let's go.
Go.
Needs to be pointed out
Crusher is hitting the tank pretty hard, I think.
I moved the back of the room, those two. Everyone's stacked them in. Here they go. Good work. Now let's move back. Ryan, get that crap.
So right there, like when the ads come up that we're having to purge, what's that fat ass hit that's coming up? Is that just something that we're gonna
Probably the solo soak. There's like this purple shit on the ground. It has to be soaked.
Yeah, there wasn't anyone in it for a while. No one ever was putting it, but it kind of killed me.
I didn't even know that was a thing. Okay, so it's just like a purple circle that shows up? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
I'll be on the lookout.
I think the last few times the pally was soaking it, so everyone just ignored it.
Is that different from the one that just pops up that does AoE damage to everybody unless somebody's standing in it? Or is that the exact same thing?
No, that's the one. It's like a real top.
Okay.
If no one's standing in it, it does AoE damage.
It just seems like that. When I've seen it spawn, it doesn't do an immediate fat tick like that. Like it seems like that would have had to be, I guess, ignored for quite some time, because that seemed.
Well, usually
seems like it's a gradual tick down and not a fat hit. Like, and that seemed just like was something just hit us really strongly. Did that just explode?
Ads exploding, maybe. I have to go again to see what happens.
Let's go. We've got 20 minutes left, so.
Yeah, let's go. See again, then we can see if it kills me. I can see from the recap what it is.
The boss just hit.
Get ready to dispel it, Orange.
I need to get closer.
Keep expanding monsters, not damage traps. Just check it down here now. Fence up.
Folks. Range should be on the crack.
Crack. Oh, it's,
Yeah, it seems like once we stack back up, everybody ignored the Crusher for that second time, and that thing was just molly-whopping the fuck out of the tank.
Yeah, but also the first Hexer needs to be out with the Crusher as well because it healed the boss.
Okay.
So like we would actually probably been closer to about 85 or even 70 or 80% there, but he healed twice. I think it's like 10% per.
okay. Let's try again. 2%.
Keeps killing my pet. It's annoying as shit.
Let's just go. Only 15 minutes left and we're done. These first boss went pretty well. We need to see. Yeah, this Dark Revelation is doing a massive hit on us, and there's just nothing we can really do about it.
Alright. I can use my luminous barrier. I'll try to line up something.
Yeah, try that. I can use the normal barrier. Just try it. Okay, let's just go.
Yep.
Now I know what's doing it.
Gotta kill this boss, guys.
Go to orange.
Come on, let's go to orange with that explosion.
That's alright.
He buffs himself and he probably hits quite hard, so we probably need to focus more on the Crusher as well. Get him down first because it just doesn't kill the tank.
Are we good?
Yeah, we're good, just go. Just pay attention, it's the guy who starts wearing this guy who's not on the voice chat. It's just oh, proxy.
Back of the room.
Always to oranges.
You have to spread the blood hexers out.
They have to keep spawning, so that's another problem.
What do you say? They have to split the blood hexer out?
Yeah, like 20 yards or something.
Oh,
I don't know if
okay.
they're just like supposed to be dead before the next one spawns or what.
I honestly wonder how much of it is people just targeting the boss and not those two things, honestly.
I don't think I see anybody targeting a boss really, so I don't really...
Yeah, the boss isn't... The only damage that was happening to the boss was cleave damage from cleaving down the blood crawls, the bloodthirsty crawls.
Okay,
that was
good.
it. Everyone is targeting the Crusher and the Blood Hexer, which is what we should be doing.
I think the Crusher's just like terribly overtuned.
He's just got like...
Probably both damage and health.
Yeah, he stays up for a long time, so...
And yeah, it spawns more later, I think, as well. So like, yeah.
But this idea of like not DPSing the boss at all is just fucking dumb. But whatever.
Yeah,
I mean, honestly, at this point, maybe just ignore the Crusher, see if we can push the boss and see more of a fight before time runs out.
No, yeah, that tank will just leave, so... We've only got 9 minutes, let's just kill the Crusher first, everyone. Maybe
let's see if we can
melee...
actually get one down.
Yeah, melee go on the Crusher as well, and range, everyone just smash it, and we'll see what happens. Let's go anyway.
Alright, we good?
Yeah, we're good. Just go. So, you... You're gonna double it.
Raid dispelled Arn.
You gotta heal the people with those things.
There's just so much healing that goes off back to back to back.
Yeah.
Or so much damage, sorry, not healing.
Kind of glad he's not in Joyce chat fast.
And there will for sure be another Crusher up. Like, there's not a thing to where it's just like, oh, because he has so much goddamn health that just kind of ignore that dude almost and keep him off to the side.
Well, the problem is that he buffs everyone else, but but it's in a circle. So I mean, if we do focus on either side of the room, but then he kills the tank. So
The Crusher buffs himself 50% every time he gets to 100 energy.
Eventually, he's just gonna the tank. So we've still got to kill it.
On one stack, it's pretty deadly.
You can see it.
Goes to the back.
Yeah. That's yeah, I think that's it now because we basically can't get another pull before it despawns. So still, we almost got the first boss. Considering this is heroic and this is perk made without requirements.
Yeah, I had a good time.
It was fun.
Yeah.
It was good.
I did.
Everybody kept their cool until the end, it seems. And then it's like,
oh, until the replacement tank kind of
good.
owned down, but everything else was pretty fun. So thanks for that.
Yeah, here's the thanks, guys.
Deliberately not put the requirements as or I could of course have gone around and checked that everybody had, so I only had
Very
a
interesting that you
and
can just
then
keep
think
a
about,
CC'd.